Welcome back to 843 TV. We're here now with Mr. Harry Williams. He is the mayor of the city of Hardeeville. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you. Good to be here.
All right, so how did Hardeeville fare during the storm?
Actually, Hardeeville was very, very lucky. We only had, as unbelievable as it may seem, 4 trees fall on homes.
Wow.
Now, we did have 17 homes affected in one way or another, some roof damage, and another 3 homes along Pine Arbor Road where our most serious flooding was. But as I drove around the city, I was just amazed by how many trees fell on the side of houses.
I've seen amazing
And
pictures.
if you know downtown Hardeeville, every home has a number of old trees. And the fact that they didn't end up on people's homes is remarkable. We had a big old pine, took out 3 poles in front of City Hall. If it fell in a different direction, we would be without City Hall for probably a year. We had a huge tree fall in front of our police department that if it fell in a slightly different direction, we would have taken out 3 new cop cars. So we were really very fortunate that we didn't have more trouble than we did. We had a little bit of longer power outage in the city of Ridgeland. We had one neighborhood on Barker Street and Barker Court that didn't come on until the following Friday night at 8 o'clock. And we had a community in Hilton Head Lake South that didn't get turned on till that weekend because there was a part that needed to be done. But all in all, we were very, very lucky. It could have been a lot worse.
Mayor Williams, how are cleanup operations progressing?
The cleanup was something I really want to brag about because our Department of Public Works had the streets cleaned for our emergency services within 12 hours.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And when you know of all the trees that are in Hardeeville and the Low Country in general, that was a remarkable performance. Now, there were cleanup that the power companies needed to take care of. We weren't allowed to touch the downed trees that were affecting power lines. So they took a little longer, and that's why power took time to get restored. But what we were responsible for, what we were allowed to touch, within 12 hours. So that was important because our emergency services could now respond. They could get by the streets. And knowing the large senior communities that we have to service in Hardeeville, that was a very important factor. So I'm very proud of our Department of Public Works. But also, it wasn't just Public Works. We had our firefighters going out there with helping with bulldozers and loading up the trees. So it was our whole team came together as a team to get this done in a short period of time.
Yes, sir.
Mayor, I know there's always a lot going on in the city of Hardeeville, but what are some of the new things happening in your city?
The thing we're most excited about coming up is the new library right on Main Street. We're looking forward to that opening up in early February, and we're doing a lot of extraordinary things to get that open. And we've been out soliciting corporate sponsorships, so everybody in TV land, you have the opportunity to contribute. We're selling brick pavers, so everyone for $50 has a chance to participate and be a part of the library forever. You can, I say, you can be stepped on for and we're running a car wash on November 13th, thanks to the Lexus dealership on 278. So for $5, you can get the storm wiped off your car. So we're very excited about it. We're hoping that this becomes a community center, and particularly for our children. Many of our children don't have access to the internet and don't have access to computers. So we're going to have a nice children's section with computers, and that's why we're doing this fundraiser. So it's a very important part of the Hardeeville community for the future.
Absolutely. So the library in the immediate future, looking a little bit further down the line, what are some of your, or the town's, the city's aspirations, you know, in the next 10, 15, 20 years?
Well, Hardeeville is the next frontier. And we have 15 development agreements in place covering almost 7,000 acres that we can develop for future light industry, commercial, retail, so that Hardeeville has such a tremendous opportunity to grow, not only because of the coming of the port, but also because of the outgrowth of what's happening on Hilton Head Island and Bluffton. Those available resources are being saturated. That's why I call Hardeeville the next frontier. So it's so exciting, and what we can do, what we can bring to the region with this added income in terms of getting income for our schools and improving that, getting income to improve our infrastructure, and of course what's important to every citizen, getting income to lower our taxes. So the future for Hardeeville is so bright, we're so excited, and we're going to see some really exciting things coming forward with Hardeeville in the immediate and the long-term future.
That's great stuff. Mary Williams, thank you very much for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
And thank you for watching 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.